Good evening, my little IG fans and Dragon fans. Okay, let's get serious here. For all of you who have subscribed and commented and been notified of all my videos, I want to explain a story that has happened to me a long time ago. If you haven't noticed, the rain and sudden sounds of roads of activities. Sorry. It all started back when I was 14, or actually a year or a month back. When I was 13, I felt something on my foot, a very painful start. There were two little lumps on my foot, which I I wish I knew what they were called warts. They didn't start out that big, they just started out like little small thumbs, or in this case, little bumps. It only got worse as I got older. A year has passed and I'm 14 and black spots have appeared. They only started out as small when they first appeared on my birthday. And then it got worse. And by the time I was done with it, I couldn't stand the pain or the fact that I was going to lose my foot if I was going to keep it that way. Like Rebecca, I have suffered through a lot of pain in my life, even through my childhood. I've been through a lot of pains through my foot, arm, body, general. What I'm trying to say is, I am like everybody else. I feel pain. I have gone through so much to get to this point. Do I regret? Yes, most of it. Most of my pain I regret through everything. Sometimes I think I'm a disease to my family. A point of nothing can be replaced. But I was proven wrong when I first met, well, my newborn brothers. After noticing my pains in the past, and to that point in time of the wart, I had to go to the hospital. Sure, it was kind of weird to be at the hospital again after the last incident. I'll explain it next time if you guys subscribe and hit that notification button and leave a like. After I entered the hospital, which wasn't my first time doing so, after the finger slicing, not literally chopping them off, but dissecting, I literally had no idea what to do. The doctor said that if I didn't get this treated now, I would literally lose my foot, or a part of it. So they prescribed a medicine if that worked. Last few weeks, it didn't work. So the doctors had said that they would have to give me shots. And believe it when I say, shots in the foot are no trip in the park. I feel like I was going to die of a snake bite. Try putting in like a snake bite with a venomous tarantula, mixed in with a hammer going through your hand like Jesus. That kind of pain. But for some reason, my mother was there to help me go through it since I was squeamish. Or not much of a screamer when I was back then when I was younger, but at that point in time, I didn't scream because she was there. And I have to thank her for that. Because of this action, I have no idea what to do next. So my mother took me out to get ice cream and to go to Applebee's, which was one of my favorite places in restaurants. To be honest, I was scared for my life. I thought I was gonna die right then and there as soon as they put it inside my foot. The truth is, I was terrified to the point where I thought my heart would stop completely. But to be honest, I was more alive than I ever thought I was. I thought I could take on the world if I could take that kind of pain. But to be honest, it wasn't my foot that I lost. It was two of my family members I lost a month later. Uh, I lost my great grandmother a few years before my great grandfather. And to tell, and I could tell you this much: I would not be Orion Pax Kaiju today if I didn't let go of the pain I had for them. Thank you again, Anonymous Thunder and Lightning and Rain. For the longest time, I have no idea what to do with my life without them. They were the things I had most before my foot got shot. Before my foot got shot. Not that kind of gunshot, more like the needle shots. You know what I mean. But to be honest, I felt like I have felt apart because they were the joy and light in my life. Because I would visit them almost every 1 week or so. My entire family would visit them. But soon to be, my light faded away and my joy and happiness, so I did that as well. Sorry. When I lost them, I couldn't bear to see them for a while. The pain I felt, the loss of a loved one. It only got worse as I moved on, or tried to. Back in middle school, I hardly made any friends, except for the old ones. Can't believe Dawson Meyer, Dawson Mercier or Dawson Meyer. I don't know what his name was. I only know if his name was Dawson. But he was a friend before. Well, actually, he was a bully before he became my friend. I haven't seen him in a while. But back to what I'm saying. For a long time, I've suffered through a lot of bullying, and I barely got through school by a hair. And my mother kind of got mad at me for it. But that didn't stop me from trying to move on. That pain stuck with me until I was at least 16. That was when I met... Well, I think that was when I met... I don't know. I can't remember her name. But she was a good friend of mine. I think her name was Annalise. But for her sake, we'll just call her Natalie. Natalie was a good friend of mine. We hung out sometimes, but I guess I just never found the courage to just ask her to just play out or just hang out, That's what friends do. Go figure I was such a coward. My pain only got worse and worse. Until one day, I was given a chance to feel joy again. Milwaukee State Fair. Yes, that is where I live. In Milwaukee of Wisconsin. Those of you who don't know, those of you who do know, thank you. And those of you who do not know this, yes, I am a geek and a dork when it comes to childish stuff. And you can probably blame me. You can probably bully me all you want. But I'm stronger than before. And I am not going to let any other one's pain go unnoticed, because I will support anyone who has suffered through a lot of pain. But those of you who know that's a little extreme and stuff, that's just my pride talking. My point is, I've been through so much. And all my friends, we lost touch. But I've made new ones thanks to Discord. You can find my server as Orion Max Kaiju also. I'll try and leave a link down below if I can. But for what it's worth, thank you guys for subscribing and making my life worthwhile. Because without any of you or a lot of my friends, I would have made it to this point. Thanks to my family, my dad, my mom, my grandpa and grandma, my cousins, my friends, even my great-grandparents. I would not be Orion Pax Kaiju today if I had not gone through self-act and pity and suffering and a lot of good things and a lot of bad things. I would not have learned discipline if I didn't know what not to do, thanks to my parents and grandparents. And thankfully enough, that's what I learned. I have learned responsibility, to take action for consequences, and to earn good rewards of doing the right thing, and which I have done. Those of you who subscribed and those of you who will comment, thank you for all your support. And you can, you probably don't know this about me, but I'll probably start a Facebook or a Twitter, depending on how many subscribers I'll get after this. Thank you, God, for helping me out with this video, and thank you so much for everything. You guys, stay clean, stay safe, get along with your friends at social distance, and remember, everyone, you can't always stay alone when you have friends and family who will support you in any way possible. I know I have. So, if this channel doesn't go as well as I thought it would, then I'll just start a new one with a brand new name. Hopefully then I'll be less of a noob than I was then. But to be honest with all of you who have done this so far, thank you. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. If you want more videos to let me explain most of the hints of the stories I have yet to tell, subscribe, comment, hit that notification button, leave that like button, and I'll see you all on the Dragon's Trail. Peace.